Hello everyone, welcome to Teachopedia with Uzair Adamji. Today we will learn an important concept and that is exception handling. So let's get straight into it. What is exception? An exception is an error which can happen during an execution of a program or code. When an error occurs, Python trigger an exception which can be handled so that our program doesn't stop or in programming terms our code doesn't crash. In real world, things are changing very fast. That a code or program written for one work is not guaranteed that it will work after 1 month. For example, database name changes or internet connection goes down. So due to these type of things our program crashes. But the good thing is we can handle them or these type of error through exception handling. There are three main terms which you need to remember and that they are try, accept and finally. Exceptions are handled using try statement. Some of the examples of exceptions are name error, which is related to a variable which is not defined, IO error. These type of errors usually trigger when we are dealing with files. Import error, when we forget to import a library. Keyboard interruption error, when a user stops a program before it outputs something. So let's learn how to code exception handling in Python. So in the first example, we will just print a variable called x and we will just run this program as it is. So Python will throw an name error exception because we haven't defined x variable. So to resolve this, we will define a try statement and then print x variable and then define except statement and print an exception occurred so that our program doesn't crash if an error occurs. So this time we will get our print statement, but we didn't get a name error exception. So that's good. And if we just define our variable x, we will not get any error. Great. So in the second example, we are defining name error in the accept statement. So there are two things to note down here, and there they are. We can define all possible type of errors which we think can occur during the execution of our program or work, like I have mentioned a name error in the accept statement. So now our program, instead of printing out sorry something went wrong, it will print variable x is not defined. If we just run this program, it will print variable x is not defined. So to resolve this, I will define a string and it will now print variable value. And there is another thing which is important and that is indentation in Python. Indentation is very important because it refers to spaces and tabs that use at the start of a statement. So if I just move backward to this print statement, it will give me an error. I expected an indented block. So to resolve this, we have to press a tab or just print enter after this colon. Same goes for this print statement. And if we just run this work again, it will print Uzair. So now in our third example, I have defined a zero division error because I am dividing a variable x with a with zero digit value. So if we just run this program, it will give us can't divide by zero because we have catch this error and we have defined what to print when this type of error occurs. So to resolve this, just print 1 and print this statement and it will print 5. Great. So moving forward, in the fourth example, we are defining all three statements like try, except, and finally. Finally statement will always run no matter what's the output of try or accept. So in this example, it will print something went wrong and after that the try except is finished. So run this example and it will print both of these statements. And if we just define our variable x, it will print 6 and the try except is finished. So in this video, we learn what is exception handling, what are the possible type of exceptions we can get, and how to catch them in Python, and how to use try, except, and finally statements in Python. Don't forget to like and share it with others, and don't forget to subscribe as well. Thank you so much.